Welcome back. All right, for people following along at home, teams that I cheer for in the playoffs are now 0 for 4 in games where they have a chance to close things out. And to quote Star Wars, I have a bad feeling about this. The Dallas Stars did not look like they were nearly as interested in eliminating Seattle as Seattle was interested in keeping themselves in the playoffs. And if that motivation doesn't at least match Seattle's in game 7, Seattle could be going to the next round. So and we could have Seattle against Vegas. That could actually be a thing, and I'm sure everybody would have a completely rational and normal reaction to that. So Ottinger versus Grubauer in this one. Ottinger is so there's an inconsistency in Ottinger's game in these playoffs. So Hintz is denied in the opening seconds. Stars press. Tolvanen has a shot that's held. Schultz has a net feed that's tipped wide. Harley breaks up the next Kraken chance. Schwartz is denied as the Kraken press, and they start to gain some momentum here. Robertson has a rush chance that deflects out. Game settles down a bit after that hectic start. Lindell has a shot that's held to chance for Grubauer. Fans very supportive of Grubauer. He's had a couple of rough starts himself in these playoffs. Kraken press, they're kept to the outside. Eberle to Dunn, near miss there. And then Gord buries his own rebound at the net from Tolvanen and Schultz at 8:59. Now, 31 seconds later, while they are announcing that goal for Seattle, Dallas answers. It's Marchment from Sagan and Domi at 9 minutes and 30 seconds, and that one's buried on a rush. Stars, they then look for the lead, but they're not getting a lot of shots on net, and that was the storyline in that first period. Zone time, yes. Shots on net, no. Hintz has a net feed picked off. Hakanpää has a blast that deflects out. Gord has a rush chance that's defended. We get a power play for Seattle. They cycle. Tolvanen has a shot that's blocked. It's cleared out. The Kraken cycle again. Cartier's denied. That's killed off. The Kraken do press after it ends, and the shots are 11-3 for Seattle with 4.5 minutes left. So again, they really wanted this game. Power play number 2 for Seattle is shortly thereafter. Eberle's denied from the slot. The Kraken cycle. It's cleared, and then Eberle scores. He outweights Ottinger. Tolvanen and McCann with the assists at 16:46. And then Seattle, sensing blood in the water, they press for another. 127 left, though. Dallas gets a power play. Hintz to Ben. Near miss there. They cycle. Ben can't bury one from the side of the net. We get some pushing. But we end the period with Seattle up 2-1 and then needing to finish the kill to start the second period. And they do exactly that. So the kill is finished to start the second. Cartier has a hit on Suter that draws cheers. And then Tolvanen buries one from the side of the net. Bjorkstrand and Gord with the assists at 1:34. So that makes it 3-1. Johnston then fires one high next shift. The Stars really having issues containing Seattle and preventing those fast breaks, preventing those passes and getting sticks in lanes. Kraken, that desperate hockey, they're outworking Dallas, and it would show up with the fourth goal for Seattle. It's Cartier. One-timer. Ottinger having a really rough night. He needed to save that one. Beniers and Dunn with the assists. That's at 4:23. Now, full transparency, this is where before I had a channel, I would say, all right, and turn the game off and do something else. But with the channel, that's not really an option. I got to give you people all the action in the game, and here we are. So Wedgwood was in the net because Ottinger didn't look particularly good. Wedgwood outplayed Ottinger in this game, but yeah, they'll go back to Otter in Game 7 because you have to go back to Otter in Game 7. So the Kraken look for another, but then there's a power play for Dallas. Robertson has a shot that's held, and then they score on it. Pavelski tips one in. Are you surprised it was a tip by Pavelski? Me neither. Haskin and Robertson at 5:37 with the assists. Pavelski is the best Dallas Star in this series. He's got 8 goals in the series. He's the only reason, really, honestly, that Seattle hasn't knocked out Dallas, as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, so Dunn has a response attempt that's held. We get a little bit of pushing there. There wasn't a lot of that tonight, though. Kiviranta has a backhand that's held. We get more pushing there. The shots are 10-4 Dallas at 8 minutes. Stars press. They can't get to the net. Marchment has a near miss. And then there's an offensive zone penalty by Dallas. And those are just, they'll kneecap your attack every time. So Seattle, they cycle. Schultz has a screenshot save. There's more cycling. McCann then has a shot that's held. Bjorkstrand has a shot kicked aside. Dunn has a blast that's held as well. So that power play's killed off 4 shots. Wedgwood playing well in relief. Kraken press after that's done. And it's been a game of momentum shifts. But while Dallas had a bit of momentum shift in their favor, again, while they were out shooting Seattle, they were being outscored by Seattle. Stars press, the Kraken keep him away from the net. Bjorkstrand has a turnover rush, that was defended. Larsson's then denied as the Kraken press. There's a near miss by Schultz in the closing seconds. And at the Horn, a very excited, understandably excited, Seattle crowd gives them a nice ovation to leave the ice. So it is 4-2 for Seattle after the second period. Third period, McCann's denied on the opening shift. Then there's a post for Pavelski on a rush, as this would be a period of posts for Dallas. Domi can't bury one in close. Sagan's then denied on a turnover chance. Kraken cleared out. Then there's a post for Robertson. So the shots on net, remember, posts don't count as shots. The shots on net are actually 2-1 for Seattle at 3.5 minutes. 2 posts for Dallas, 1 shot on net. Kraken not giving Dallas very much room. That would be the storyline throughout that third period. Dangerous in transition as well. So that's basically as soon as that puck's turned over, they're rushing the other way. You'd better get back on them. So Heiskanen has a net feed. That's held. Eberle to Cartier near miss there. There's a power play then for Dallas. They cycle. Kraken with some back-to-back clears. Then there's a shorthanded 2-on-1. That killed a lot of time in it. A feed to Johnston is blocked once Dallas finally gets set up. Larsson clears to end it. No shots on net for Dallas on that power play. A power play for Dallas that has been very good at times, but they really needed a goal there. They didn't get it. And then Beniers wires it on a rush. This is your insurance goal. He scores from Eberle and Schwartz at 8:43. And insurance goal it was, because not long after, Kiviranta answers from Harley and Fox at 8:58. Now, this goal may be changed to Delandria. It may have gone in off Delandria. But either way, that made it 5-3, and then you celebrate with punching. So this is where the game gets a little bit more emotional. But again, it felt like it was frustration by Dallas more than anything else, because, again, you had a chance to close this out, and they know it's just not working for them, and you're trying to fire yourselves up. Kraken, though, they look to respond. Eberle has a net drive that's defended. Dunn fires one wide. We're down to 8 minutes left. And basically, Seattle just ragging the puck whenever they have it. Doing everything they can to kill the clock. Smart play there. Bjorkstrand to Tolvanen, near miss there. Despite a lot of chances in this period, there wasn't very much hitting the net. At the time I wrote that, the shots were, I think, 5-3 for Seattle in the period. So, yeah, there wasn't very many shots. Bjorkstrand has a turnover chance. That's nearly converted. Goalie pull happens with 3:50 left. Eberle pins the puck under him for a face-off. He did that in the Dallas zone as well. And then Eberle would end up hitting the empty net at 19:02. So it took a while, but they hit it. They had opportunities that didn't go in before then, but again, it doesn't really matter, right? They get the goal. It's Eberle from Wenberg. And then with 9.4 left, we have punches and we have guys getting thrown out of the game because it's that time to give everybody a 10-minute misconduct. Everybody hit the showers. Seattle's still alive. We will have a Game 7 on Monday in Dallas, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. That's a normal time for a Dallas start, which is odd in these playoffs. Normally, they're very late starts for Dallas, so seemingly normal start time, which is odd because tomorrow night's game in Edmonton has a 7 o'clock Pacific time, meaning it's an 8 o'clock time for Edmonton fans. At any rate, your 3 stars in this one, Tolvanen, Gord, and Beniers. I was kind of surprised Grubauer didn't get a star. I know his save percentage wasn't great, but he made the saves when he needed to. Shots on net, 16-5 for Seattle in the first, 12-8 Dallas in the second, 6-5 Dallas in the third. The final shots are 29-23 for the Kraken. Power plays, 1 for 3 for both teams. And again, Dallas really would have wished they were 2 for 3, although that still wouldn't have got them the tie. The hits are 47-45 for Dallas. Very physical game. Ottinger saves 14 out of 18. He wasn't that sharp. Again, I figure they go back with him in Game 7. And Wedgwood, 9 saves on 10 shots. I thought he was very good. Wedgwood is an underrated goalie in this league at this point. Grubauer, 20 saves on 23 shots. Again, made the saves when he needed to. And for Seattle, they fight back. And again, for teams I cheer for, they're now 0 for 4 in games where they have a chance to eliminate the opposition. This feels very similar to Boston against Florida, where I'm like, well, that was the chance, wasn't it? This feels really similar to Game 6 between Florida and Boston. We'll see how Game 7 goes. This one, of course, being in Dallas. It'd be weird if it was in Boston. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.